But basically, mate, I want you to tell everyone. So why did you start it?
Yeah, and I started it before it was cool.
Yeah.
No, actually, like I felt like a very late adopter. I kind of thought, oh, this is a bit, this is a bit sad. Like the podcast thing is already off and running. I'm going to look like a bit of a hanger on. But the reason why I started it was based around the relationship that we have with our clients, right? So I started the business because I wanted to do the best possible thing by the clients and have a great relationship with them. But by virtue of what we do, our relationship's quite transactional, right? And it's not just because of a decision that we've made, it's just the way that it works. So if you buy an investment property and you want to get a depreciation schedule, you'll either contact us directly or you might be referred by your accountant. We might chat on the phone briefly. We may just chat via email. Chances are we'll never meet. We may never speak. We might meet your tenant and say hello, but not yourself. And the whole thing is done within a couple of weeks and a couple of emails, and that's it. And people go off into the big bad world. So I thought, well, how can I stay in touch with our clients and say thank you to them? Now, everyone has a mailing list and they're all kind of garbage. With respect, I'm on some really good ones that put a lot of effort and research in, but it's kind of ruined by the fact that everyone has one. And you buy some flowers or something and you're like, this is what's new in, floral design. I'm like, I don't care about it. No disrespect to florists out there, but it's just not my bag. And I kind of thought, well, the average property investor owns one property, right? It's like 72% of people only own one. And I don't think people get into property investing with the idea that they were going to finish at one, right? They want to fundamentally change their financial future, and having one property is probably not necessarily going to do that. And I think a big reason why people only have one is they get the first one wrong. They might buy the wrong property. They're forced to sell because they don't have a cash buffer or it doesn't grow and they think this property investment business is rubbish. I'm going to the stock market. So I wanted to put people in front of experts to help them navigate their portfolio and grow their portfolio and achieve their financial goals. So there's a couple of different reasons, but it was really just providing a service to our clients to say thank you for working with us.
So you basically get experts or people that buy properties for a living on the podcast?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's weird. Like when we started, I basically started the podcast by sending an email out to 3 people. And I thought, I don't know how to start a podcast. It's probably going to be hard. I probably won't have time, but I'll send an email to 3 people. And if one of them says yes, like that'd be a good get.
Yep.
So if they say yes, then I'll launch it. And I can't remember who the 3 people are now, but the first person to say yes was my friend Pete Wargent, who's a very, very clever finance guru. And he basically emailed back and said, yeah, when are we doing that? I'm like, oh gosh, now I've got to start a podcast.
That's it. So you push yourself into the deep end to get going. And that's the biggest thing with these things. It's not an immediate business driver. So it's not a sales generating tool or anything like that. It's more of, you got to have the passion to do it. But the only real way you get yourself going is you force yourself by booking in a meeting.